Opening Night Live is just a few days away, so let's predict what we could see on the opening showcase for Gamescom. As always, we must remember that Gamescom is a consumer-focused show, so don't expect big reveals. Instead, look for games that are mostly just months away from their releases. So let's start. One game that is already confirmed to be showing up is Monster Hunter Wilds, and they just started posting videos talking about basic gameplay and weapon types, which only leaves new monsters or story for opening night live. So expect a trailer focusing on one of the two. Another game that has already confirmed to be at Gamescom is Civilization 7. 2K promised a features trailer in August and is listed among the Gamescom exhibitors. Gamescom social media also confirmed that Bethesda and other first-party Xbox games will be at the show. From Bethesda, I think it's pretty safe to assume they have a release date for the Shattered Space DLC, alongside footage for the vehicles that are getting added to the game, and probably have a gameplay trailer for Indiana Jones as well. Xbox first-party games are a bit harder to predict. Since Gamescom wasn't clear if it was talking about first-party games or first-party studios, I'm assuming it is the former, since the only first-party games that are slated for this year are Towerborn and Aura: History Untold. If it's the latter, the only game I see showing up is South of Midnight, since it seems it will be Xbox's first release of 2025. Black Myth: Wukong will probably have a Remember trailer since it releases on the same day as the showcase, and I can see other games doing the same. Square Enix will want to remember people Visions of Mana is releasing a few days after the show, as well as Ubisoft will want to do the same for Star Wars Outlaws, which releases at the end of August. Supermassive will also want to do that for the casting of Frank Stone, although I'm not sure about Supermassive. They have a history of showing up in Killie's shows, but it's not like they are glued to it. They do their own thing sometimes. Now we enter in more speculative talk. Arc System might want to give a first look at their next DLC for Guilty Gear Strive. Dizzy releases a little over a month from Gamescom, so they might take the opportunity to show her. Bandai Namco is expected to have something to show, but they have so much stuff that it is harder to pin down exactly. Dragon Ball or other anime-based games is always the safest bet, but they specifically list Little Nightmares and Unknown 9 on their exhibitors page, so any of this is possible, but I think Unknown 9 is the most likely since it releases on 2024 and they posted trailers on the months of June and July. Sega already announced that it will show Metaphor Refantasio and Sonic Shadow Generations, but they listed a bunch of other things besides games, which makes me think Sega might also show something about the movie. Another one that might show up is Space Marine 2, though I don't know what they would show since a build of the game leaked and there's already a bunch of footage out there. Capcom might also reveal the MVC Collection release date, but I'm not sure about that since Capcom only has an action-adventure game listed on their exhibitor page, so if they do that, expect a trailer and nothing more. Going back to Ubisoft, they might have some further announcements to make related to the Prince of Persia DLC, Mask of Darkness. It releases in September and opening night live would be the perfect place to show it. They might also want to show some update for the Rogue Prince of Persia. Lastly, Amazon Games is listed with a to-be-announced project. I don't expect much since Amazon Games have been just going from one blunder to another, but I thought it was curious because it was the only developer that I looked that had this listed. These are the games and publishers I predict will show something at Opening Night Live. If you want to add a game I might have missed, leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you around.